Magical Chaos is a listener-supported podcast and wouldn't be possible without you. Please consider subscribing if you're enjoying the content, or you can just buy me a coffee if you'd like at the links provided. Hello, everyone. How are you today? So, yesterday was St. Patrick's Day, and that got me thinking. Now, I am of Irish descent, majority of my heritage, yet, there's a lot of controversy. As somebody that doesn't currently live in Ireland, am I allowed to, incorporate Irish mythology, deities into my practice? Now, of course, you can do whatever you want as long as you're not public about it. Who the hell's going to know? But in, light of everyone trying to be more aware, hopefully, and not appropriate things that may or may not be a part of their culture, the question comes in, what are we allowed to practice? We're here in the United States, or at least a lot of, the practitioners that I know, and we come from such diverse backgrounds, but sometimes it's frowned upon if we try to draw on them. You have to have either connection to the land that you're on, but then again, we have to honor who came before. Of course, that wasn't us. There were indigenous peoples here. Would those spirits want to connect with me? I don't know. I've always tried to be respectful of them, but I don't know. I just wonder if anybody else feels like this, wondering what are we allowed to practice? If we're not allowed to pull in stuff from our heritage, we can't pull in anything from the land we live on now, what the hell are we supposed to do? How have you worked on this in your practice? It's been a little bit of a struggle for me to try and figure that portion out. Like I said, wherever I've lived, I try to honor those who were there before, and be respectful of the existing indigenous culture that may be in that area still. But yeah, I've never really made spirit and deity work a big part of my practice, largely because of that. What are, what's left for people like us that are trying to be respectful, don't want to necessarily appropriate. I definitely don't do things from close practices, but I do notice similarities of some things that I do that are found in other practices. But I think that's just magic in general. We tend to find things that we find those similarities. It's something that's been done for millennia and it's worked, so it's just kind of found its way into our subconscious, whether we picked it up from someone directly watching them or, like, for me, a lot of it was just doing what felt right. I never really watched other people to learn my practice. I just did what felt right. But, you know, it just makes you wonder. Does anybody else ever think about this? How have they handled this in their practice? I haven't really run across many people that seem to have like had the struggle with it like I have. Um, it's either they've been brash enough that they just push forward and do what they want. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I'd like to maybe incorporate a little more of that side. I don't know. But like I said, I haven't done a lot of deity work. I've had a lot of issue with deity myself from my younger years that I just didn't want to bring it into my practice. So for me, it's been more archetypal work. Um, but, I'm curious. So if you've dealt with this, I'd like to know how you dealt with it. I don't want to step on toes. Like I said, I like to be respectful. But like I said, St. Patrick's Day was yesterday. Got me thinking again, and well, I guess St. Patrick missed one of us because we may have fled Ireland, but we survived. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining me, and let me know your thoughts. Magical Chaos is a podcast meant to entertain and bring about conversation. It does not provide medical or legal advice. If you are struggling, please seek proper care.